What's up, guys? Welcome to the podcast. Nico here with Mario. Nico
Oh
here
my
with
God.
Grem. Sorry, pinapangunahan ko na kasi na wala si Mario. So, siya yung una ko naisip. So, wala si Mario. His LTE is bad. But, we're going to have our UAP discussion here. Mainly about Ateneo's 5-game losing streak. They're in a collapse. And, and that, stupid, nothing else to say here, no? Stupid Gelo Santiago play or extra motion that could have ended a player's career if you think about it. Because, di ba, Graham, if you hit somebody in the back of the head, sa boxing, di ba, you
Yeah.
get DQ.
Yeah, that's right.
Di ba,
You don't
imagine
do
mo,
that.
ito may buwelo ka, you're on that, he was on top, di ba, he was on top. And the fact na one wrong placement,
Yeah.
you'll never know what could have happened to Waki. But before that, sorry, got to my emotions. This was really the moment din nung napaparod ko, in the heat of the moment. Sabi ko, this guy's gotta get suspended. He has to get suspended. And buti na mabigyan siya ng 5. I wish they have suspended him for the whole season, for all I care. Because there's no place for that in basketball. Talented player pa naman. So he needs to work that out early on, or else it's gonna be, bye-bye to his career, if because those things might spiral out of control. But my friend,
Man,
Ateneo's 5-game
um,
losing streak. Where are you?
yikes. Yikes. By the way, you said ended a career, man. It could have ended a life.
You could have ended a life. I don't want to go there, but the fact that you said it, sige na nga. He could have ended a
Yeah.
life or put him in
Someone in
jeopardy. Put his
yeah.
health in really serious jeopardy,
Yeah, that's right.
to say the
In
least.
vegetable
Ganun na lang.
mode, diba? Knock on wood that it did not happen. But man, that was
Mm-mm.
so dirty. Ateneo on a 5-game losing streak, they are really feeling the loss of Divine Adili.
Mm-mm.
It is very, very evident na um, mahirap palitan yung iniwan na pwesto ni Divine. Plus, yung usual contributors more inconsistent. Again, another game from Dom Escobar where he scored less than 10 points. He only took 5 shots, man. Dom
Mm-mm.
Escobar. And a minus 10 on the field. At was it the third quarter? I'm trying to remember. It's the third quarter when NU made their run, di ba?
Mm-mm.
Uh, Ateneo was it was a close game and then
It
NU
was
went up.
40-32. It was 40-32. And
Yeah,
that nag-occur yung ano na yun, no? And then it was a snowball na from that
it's
point
an
on,
avalanche.
dire avalanche on the side of the NU Bulldogs.
Yeah, from that point it was all National University and um they are the number one team for a reason. Uh, they're a legit top four contender for a reason. But
Mm-mm.
hey, if you're Ateneo, you started 4-0, and it looks like the league should be scared of you, and now you're free falling for reasons that I mean, I get yung pagkawala ni Divine talaga, mahirap talaga palitan yun, bro.
Mm-mm.
But again, the inconsistency. Kay Manila, this game is also on a downfall. 'Di ba?
Yeah, he's been
From a
really
legit
struggling.
from a legit MVP contender, I was on that kay Manila the MVP train. Sabi ko, he's the MVP over Mike Phillips. He's the MVP over other guys, Colin Sakoe. Man, I don't think I can make an argument for him to remain in the medical team selection at this point.
Talaga kay si Ladis, with especially if Ateneo is ano, no, like if they get booted out. I mean, it's really close to that point na, Grem, na Ateneo might not make it to the Final Four. Can you just imagine? We had them locked into the Final Four. We kept
Yeah,
saying na, oh, baka
Ateneo
2-3 pa nga
UST.
eh.
Yeah.
Remember that conversation? Ateneo has not won a game in over 22 days, Grem.
You know,
It's
the
been
last
20.
time they won a game was when they beat
Ano?
LaSalle.
That was the last. Yeah, exactly. That's a ano.
Yeah, that was their last win, man. So super duper weird. It's a supernatural funk na nangyayari sa Ateneo. It's really a free fall, and it looks like nothing can save them. Um, You lost to FEU. Again, FEU is kind of their what do you call this? Kryptonite, di ba? Only beaten
Mm.
them once over the past few years. But to show up like that against the National University, when the last time you faced them was in overtime, I think wala rin naman nun si Divine Adili, di ba?
Mm.
And now you have a worst showing. Like, you cannot choose a worst time for Ateneo to free fall. Um, Kasi nga dikit-dikit nga yung standings eh. I get it kung yung lamang nila was 3 games, like they were 4-0 and then the rest were 2-2, 1-3. But no, dikit-dikit talaga. And now you're in a virtual tie for 7th place. Para kang yung Hinebra. You're in a virtual tie for second to the last position in the UAAP. And there's no signs of life. Not like every after game, Nico,
Mm.
you feel like, oh, this is how can you think Ateneo can win their next game? Like coming off this loss, di ba? How can you think Ateneo can win their next game? Which I'm checking the schedule,
Mm.
but it's very hard to root for them right now. I mean, I'm not a gambler, but it's hard to put money on them right now if you're a gambler, di ba? It's just
And
not the logical choice.
there was like a there's an article that Coach Tab said that the pressure's really getting to them. And I understand considering that the Ateneo community really has great expectations for this team. Last year, we expected last year's team to suck because
Mhm.
it was a rebuilding mode. But
Yeah.
this was supposed to be the year wherein we had 3-1 and duns. We had a guy, kay Manila Di na who had offers from the NBA G League to train with some teams, no? At least training camp or at
Mhm.
least give it a try. So obviously, and nakita natin sa summer that they look legit. So this 5 game losing streak is really what do you call this? It's I'm sure it shocked a lot of people. I also didn't expect it, Graham. I thought it was gonna end at some point after two,
Yeah,
three losses because they look like the type that they will be able to, get this done. And
yeah.
be able to get out of its funk considering 3-1 and duns, 'di ba? Mga well tenured players.
That is right. In what's ironic is, or not really ironic, but the opposite of ironic is, yung iba sa mga talo dun sa losing streak,
Mm.
they were collapses in epic proportion. Like yung talo against UP, they were leading, di ba, against UP. And then there was a
Mm.
seesaw battle. And then iniwan sila ng UP in the third quarter. Same with the NU game. Uh, Same with the first round meeting with NU na bumitaw sila sa overtime. Um, so it's a lot of it's a lot of things to fix for Ateneo. By the way, I can guarantee they're gonna win their next games against UE. So
Yan na
don't
naman.
even worry
Here we go
don't
again with
even
the
worry about
guarantees,
that.
my friend.
The,
Ito na
the
naman tayo with their
bro,
guarantees.
the streak is snapped, but after that you got LaSalle, you got UST, you got UP. That's your
Oh,
next three
it's a
games.
it's a it's another I don't know, death row again of
Ah,
opponents.
oh yes, man. So um you have to win against UE. You pray to God that Divine gets back because you're gonna be facing Mike Phillips and Colin Sakowe next, and Gary
Tama.
Stevens. So man, really really tough to root for Ateneo right now. The thing is, any of those teams is dangerous. If Ateneo somehow makes it to the final four, they're still gonna be dangerous. But they have fallen out of that title or championship contender bubble, championship contenders bubble that we had them in 2 weeks ago, or even just a week ago. So really sad because I thought na ito na talaga yung resurgence ng Ateneo, but turns out they just can't find a way to win. Parang ano na to, Nico, ito na yung balik. Alam mo yung first 4 games nila. I
Mm.
mean, you can legitimately say 3 of those they got lucky. Against LaSalle, they lost a big lead. They got away with it against UE. They got away with it against FEU. Parang ito yung balik eh. They're coming back to the norm. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be interesting after that UE game because they're gonna beat you. Actually, you don't know if they're gonna beat UE, but I'm assuming they will. And then it's gonna
Mm.
be UP, UST, and LaSalle after that. Wow. Good luck. Good
Lala.
luck. good luck, Ateneo. Man. Um, you have a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah, definitely, man. A lot of ground to cover. Do you still think they will still make the final four?
Man, at this point, ang hirap na eh. Kasi,
Mm.
yes, you win against UE. That's gonna move you a little bit. Pero kasi yung mga nandun sa taas mo, makakalaban mo pa eh. Di ba?
Mm.
The only team that they're done with, yung NU na, I think, right at this point, it's impossible for them to catch. And if EU na nandun pa sa, na kadikit mo rin sa standings. And they also beat you. And I think via the quotient system, they're gonna, they're ahead of you. If you use the point system, I don't know how the UAP does it. But meron ka pa ng big three eh. UP,
Mm.
UST, and DLSU. Are you gonna sweep them? If you're telling me Ateneo is sweeping those three, then yes, for sure they're
You know,
making
if
it to
they,
the final
I,
four.
yeah, they have to sweep those three and they have to expect one of those teams to mess up one of their games. Kasi diba, based sa records ngayon, ano eh, Ateneo has what? 5 losses na, diba? Five
Four and
losses na.
five. Four and
Yeah.
five.
UP has 3 losses. And
Mm-hmm.
sabihin natin, they go perfect the rest of the way. And lose only to Ateneo. They still have Ateneo. They're still above the Blue Eagles.
Yeah, that is right. At this point, they're 4 and 5. Adamson is at 4 and 4. Now, can you beat Adamson? Sure. What you hope right now, and this is kind of far, is to force a playoff game for that fourth spot. Because UST has only 3 losses. LaSalle only has 3 losses, same with UP. So titingnan mo kasi dyan yung sa loss column eh. Kasi yun ang kaya mong habulin eh, di ba? So if LaSalle, UP, and UST only have 3 losses, those teams have to lose 2 more just for you to tie them or have a chance to tie them. So it's a tough mountain to climb for Ateneo at this point. Really, really
Yeah.
tough.
It'll be really tough. I agree there, Graham. Um,
Bahay too. He's struggling. Si Bahay.
yeah,
Um,
Bahay struggle and because of the shoulder injury,
yeah.
'di ba?
We
Tapos
thought,
Divina Dili's not there also because of the back
yeah.
injury. So,
Yeah, we thought
what
nung
else? Yun
it
lang,
was
talaga ang
after
dami
the
ni
ano
ano
you
eh.
know, it was was it after the Sal game? Or no, after the UST game pala, yung 3-OT game. Yung nakita natin si Bahay na naka ano, 'di ba? Naka-sling, naka-arm
Yeah,
sling.
oo.
So
Mm.
from that point it went really south for him because he was really clutch si Bahay during that game, but after that he's really struggled. We understand it, but man, his contributions would have helped Ateneo really.
For sure. Yeah. It's it's just really tough. It's just really tough right now for the Blue Eagles. I'm kind of on the fence where they might. It's looking like they're out of the final four,
Yeah.
because I'm a realist. No, I love Ateneo. I was from Ateneo. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
diehard Ateneo fan, but I'm a realist. It's really hard to see to win 3 straight games in that murderous death row. Ito, Grema, I'll make a bold prediction. They sweep that. They sweep those three. Sinabi mo,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna win the championship.
Oh yeah, of course.
that's
Yeah.
that's how minuscule the
Yeah.
Kasi that means something must have changed for you to accomplish that, to beat those three. One way or another, God will find a way. We have to bring Ateneo to the finals and cap off this roller coaster season.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. If Ateneo sweeps those three opponents, then something must have turned
Something must have
around for
turned.
them.
Exactly.
Um, which is very difficult to see right now because
Mm,
this is the UAP, hindi naman ganun kahaba yung pahinga dito eh. So,
tama.
Bahay's shoulder will not get better sa paglalaro. It gets better with rest. Adili, when he comes back, is he 100%? 'Di ba? Ladi, Ladi has to be more consistent. And Dom Escobar, bro, he has so much potential. You cannot go 2 of 5 in a game. Uh, and si recall si Espina took more shots than Dom Escobar.
Mm,
So you cannot do that. Um, so it's really really difficult for Ateneo. I wish I can add more, but man, that loss to NU was really big. I want to get over to the side of NU. Jake Figueroa, brother, 17 points, 15 rebounds. Like, this guy has to be an MVP contender at this point. He has to be in that conversation. I know he was 7
Yeah.
of 18 from the field, but he's racking up those stats. He also had 5 assists plus 17 too. Um, it was as good of a game as you can get from National University. You got contributions across the board. No Humamoy. You're big on Humamoy, no?
I like Kumama. He's okay.
Yeah.
I like him. Okay
You
siyang
you
point guard
like
talaga.
you like Humamoy. He had 8 points, plus 23. Man, that was great. I'm a big fan of Palacielo.
PJ Palacios is also good.
I like him as a big man, bro. He had 7 points. Uh, he's a decent Filipino big man. I mean, you cannot
May
take him
mid-range pa yan.
yeah,
May mid-range pa yan.
you cannot take him internationally, di ba? Hindi siya may scout ng mga NBA scout or even some other Asian countries.
Mm-mm.
But in the Philippines, and he's useful. He's useful. And I like him. I like Palacielo. So NU remains on top of the team standings. They're up a game against the rest of the league and looking really really good. But Gelo Santiago, man, seek some help. Don't have to do that. You do not have to do that.
Yeah, at this point, kay Gelo Santiago, he really needs to get some help, work on his anger. Di ba may sinabi rin na ng article na nadala daw siya ng emotions niya and everything.
That should not happen.
That's really not encouraging to hear na you don't have a hold of your emotions.
Yeah, that's it.
Na you're on the trend for the John Amores kind of treatment, di ba? Or parang career path na just because he couldn't control his emotions. Si John Amores yung pinaka-peak, no? Na hindi niya
Mm.
talaga makontrol emotions.
Oh
Lahat,
yeah, yeah.
yung lahat ng makita niya, sinusuntok niya nung
Yeah.
time na yun.
Napipindot si Anger sa Inside Out. Looks like
Oh,
si
hindi. Kay Gelo Santiago, I think there's like five
Angers.
angers. Di ba? There's like five angers there. Di ba may ganun
Yeah.
naman?
Yeah, you're actually right. Parang kay Amores nga. So, 5 games suspended. It's I think it's a slap on the wrist. He should have been gone for the season.
I was lobbying for a love for not to be gone for the season. Gelo Santiago kasi hassle ang grabe nun. Grabe
Yeah.
yung act na nangyari.
Yeah. Yung
Although, oh yeah, go.
no, I was saying si Welo nga got ano, 'di ba? 3 games off of what do you call this? A decision na parang debatable kung sadya ba or
Debatable yung
hindi.
kay Welo. Kay Welo,
Oo.
debatable eh. Debatable
Ito
yun.
talaga, it was really intentional, man.
Kita mo may gigil.
Yeah. And
Yung ano niya. And the fact na sinabi niya na dala ako ng emotion ko. Alam mo, okay, so you kind of admitted that that was because you were angry as hell
that's sa
on
ulo,
why you
bro, sa ulo.
retaliated back. Oo,
Sa
sa
ulo
ulo.
kasi.
Ito I I may have not played basketball in a varsity level, but I have watched so much games live and in person. Live online and in person na kapag babawian mo yung player, hinay-hinay lang, wag mo gagawin agad. Pag babawi
Mhm.
ka, sabi natin, siniko ka sa dibdib, first quarter. Bawian mo, third quarter. Bawian mo a quarter after. And make
Yeah.
it still within the realm of basketball. Wag naman yung babawian mo na ikakamatay ng player o sobrang may injure siya.
Parang yung kay Calvin Abueva and Terrence Jones. Remember
Eh,
that? Yung gano'n.
That's kind of weird. I think the best example was yung kay RDO. Yung ano,
Yeah.
di
Yeah,
ba?
yeah, si
Gets ko naman na part ng laro to. Oo, pero yung pag ganon sa ulo, hindi yun part ng laro.
that's right.
That's dangerous. That's a health hazard. Uh, be like RDO. Just be discreet. Yung
Pambansang siko.
may pambansang siko kaya gustong gusto ko yan si RDO eh. Pati si Yanis called him a dirty player. You're the dirty player from the Philippines. 'Di ba? Ma-
Yeah.
'Di ba? He doesn't cause career-threatening injuries. He's just
That's right.
there to make life a bit harder. 'Di ba? So, because we really can't say naman na dapat basketball, dapat clean. Eh, alam naman natin, hindi naman ganun basketball eh.
That is right.
Basketball, from all my experiences, laging may ano yan, dikdikan. There's always physicality, there's always cheap shots. But keep it to, you know, keep it within the realm
Yeah.
of
Dapat,
basketball.
yeah, your intention should, your intention is dapat makabawi ka lang, not to cause harm to, to other people.
'Di ba? Kung babawi ka, easy lang. Make it, like, at least masasatisfy ka na, wag naman yung tipo. uh, the player will be gone for the next year because concussion or whatever.
Yeah,
But
you're right.
I just want to give kudos as well lang before we end, Graham, to UP playing so well. Di ba? They have found their formula.
Man, I was about to go there.
Yeah, we have to
We
go
had
there.
other,
I have to
we
give
had
credits
other,
to UP.
we had other games. After all we yapped about, it may be UP and DLSU after all. Like,
It's gonna go back to UPL, Lasal.
it may just be them after all, because they were dominant against FE, and if we get it, it's FEU. They weren't as big of a contender
Mm-mm.
as UST, who De La Salle University contained Saturday
Mm-mm.
night. Whenever UST threatened, they always had an answer. La Salle, Makalala, bro, so big. He has shot the lights out. I was watching that game sa Pilipinas time last
Mm.
Saturday. Um, Natalo na ba